I guess the only one that's on my mind right now, which is on a lot of people's mind, is the PS5 Pro, which is it's very expensive to say the least. Um, 700 is a lot, and I was about to be on the same boat as people of like how dare they charge us, yada yada. But I was listening to a podcast called the kind of funny Games Cast or Games Daily. It's one of the fucking many podcasts, and he made a valid point that what seems to be lost on a lot of people now that I realize it, the PS5 Pro isn't for the casual audience. It's very clear, especially when I watched a bit of the Mark Cerny presentation thing, because it was the comparison thing where the entire time he kept talking about, like, you know, buzzwords, rage racing, uh, um, frame rates and all of that. There's a hardcore audience who do care about it and have been bitching about the PlayStation. And my tracking's gone. Whatever. I'll continue talking because it'll probably come back in a minute. Uh, there we go. And you know, frame rates and stuff, and it's them pandering to those people. Like, it's them basically, and the reason it's 700 for something that's just basically slightly powerful than the PS5 is because they know they have those hardcore audiences that are going to pay for that. They know that. They're basically exploiting their hardcore audience. Kind of similar, like, not necessarily a video game, but like with Overwatch 2, where people complained about the skins being overly priced. Yeah, they're overly priced because they know they've got a hardcore audience who have that disposable income and that are going to buy it. Don't get me wrong, I think people are right to be kind of outraged. 700 is a lot. It's basically almost 200 more. And if you want a disc drive, then it's 800, so you're spending even more. But the point being that I was listening to the podcast, they kept iterating that it's not for the casual audience. I have no interest in buying it. I wasn't going to buy it. That's for the hardcore audience. But he made another point that the reason Sony is doing this is to get the people on the fence to buy the normal PlayStation 5. Because a lot of people haven't bought PlayStation 5s because I saw a lot when the PS5 came out, like, oh, wait until a Pro, wait until a Pro. And since the PS5 is still selling very well, but still not doing as what Sony wanted, this way is to get those ones that are on the fence to still buy a normal PS5. Because the people who were on the fence were going like, oh, I guess I'll just get the normal PS5 then instead of getting the Pro then. But here's the thing. That's not the only reason people haven't bought a PS5. There's not many games on. Like, someone who loves PlayStation, buys PlayStation consoles, even though I can admit there's only, like, what, 4 PlayStation exclusives that are actually, you know, on here. And even then, I wouldn't say they're worth buying a new system for. Especially one that's 500. So, sure, one reason was the fact that people were waiting for the Pro. But it will be interesting to see how the sales are. It's probably even why it's 700, because it's not for the casual audience. They're targeting their hardcore audience who have the money and will spend that. So they're giving something for like the hardcore people who want it, and then the casual people can just, you know, they can just have the normal one. Which is weird because it's not actually 500 in the UK. The normal one. The normal one, if we're getting the disc version, is 450 for the slim version. Let me should rotate this. So even with that in mind, it still works out cheaper. But we'll see if it plans out for them, because some people might not want to bother buying altogether. Some people might even say, well, I'll just wait until the 6. Because I think that's the other reason people are mad. Is because people's thoughts, well, if this is 700, is the 6 PS6 going to be that? I don't think so. I'd be really shocked if the PS6 is that money. Because, like, people got to remember also the Pro is an optional thing. It's not replacing the current system. They have their other system to make money off of. This is basically, they're treating it like a premium device. But I think the other people who were also pissed about the pricing was the people who keep seeming to think that the GTA 6 isn't going to run on the base PS5. The base PS5 does a lot. I mean, people forget that fucking Matrix demo was super impressive. I'm pretty sure GTA 6 is going to run pretty much good on the base PS5 as well as the Pro. Because the Pro, generally from what I saw from the Pro, is it generally does just feel like, for those who actually care about that shit, because like I was like squinting trying to see the difference. It's like minute, but that's the point. It's not for the casual audience who don't care about that stuff. They're targeting the bunch of whiny babies on the internet, kept saying they wanted 60 frames and higher fidelity or whatever. Like, but it will be interesting to see what happens, because like maybe they might see the backlash and go, maybe we should lower the price. Because the Pro I was expecting to be a lot. At best, I was going to seeing it to be like, I was expecting it to be like 100 more, but not nearly 200 more. Because I think the PS4 Pro when it came out was only like 50 more. But yeah. But yeah, that's my final thoughts. Like, I don't really care about the pricing. 700 is a lot, but once again, from what listened to when I was listening to that podcast, they said that that their opinions, and I kind of agree with it. It is meant to be for the hardcore people, and if you're not, it's not meant for those people who don't want to spend it. Because if you don't want to spend it, you don't have to. But yeah. But we'll see what happens with it if they decide to lower the price or they go gun-ho on this. Because it seems so many people that's not going to do well with once Switch 2 comes out. No shit, even if it was a good price, it still wasn't going to do very well. You're comparing an iterative console to a brand new console. Like with the PS4 Pro and the PS4, games are still going to run on the base PS5. It's not like there's going to be PS5 Pro exclusive games. They're just going to put, hey, runs better on the PS5 Pro if you care about that stuff. Which, you know, I really don't like. Because I could like that. I think there's a lot of people who were thinking, oh, there's going to be a PS5 Pro bundle. I can get that with GTA 6. I mean, if that happens, that is. Because even now, I'm not like. Because the thing is, here's the thing, like if there does end up being a bundle with GTA 6 and comes with a cool desired console, because if it was just the PS5 Pro, if they did like a bundle with like the panels with like the neon colors, I'd be like, might. But then it's like and it's just like, oh yeah, because those neon colors on that would look sick. Is that you could always, if you still wanted the discs, you could just get the disc drive like now, and then wait until that bundle comes out and get it then. But even then, 700, because then again, like I know that some people's financials aren't the same and all that, but like let's say GTA 6 comes out November next year. That's plenty of time to, if you did want to get it with a Pro, to save up for one. But still, there's still a part of me feels like would I mean 700, Jesus. And I've been rambling and said it's for like the hardcore audience, but I feel like that's still kind of be like detrimental, because if their hope is to get the casual people to finally pull the trigger and buy a normal PS5, that might not happen. This could end up backfiring them, and no one's going to buy it. And then they've got tons of like some scrap. I think one of the cats wants to come in. But anyway, final thoughts on it is we'll see how things go. Like I feel like it's always good to be patient. You know, as they say, vote with your wallet. If you don't think it's worth 700, don't buy it. It's as simple as that. And if they see if they don't see the huge sales they're expecting from the hardcore people, because maybe even the hardcore people who wanted this probably might not even feel like it's worth 700, because once you add the disc drive, you're getting close to the cost of a PC at that point. Like most gaming PCs, I mean, I think my PC is like close to just over 1,000. We'll wait and see approach, won't we? I mean, maybe even next year with the Switch 2, that might affect it quite a lot. But yeah, final thoughts. I probably won't, like, because like even if they did do a bundle with a cool looking design GTA 6 console. That's the same year the Switch 2's out, and if I'm going with like the choice between a iterative console and a brand new one, I'm gonna go with the brand new one because there's gonna be brand new games for it. Yeah, as it, no, I guess that's kind of it. Like, just vote with your wallet, as they say, and who knows? Maybe they might go back on it and reduce the price on it. It'll be the first time they did that.